Hey everybody, Colossus here with more Empires and Allies. Today we are just going to have a discussion about how the Colossus itself is actually going to be affecting offensive gameplay. And defensive gameplay, of course. Now, I only have a small, minuscule batch sample to give my opinion from. But if this one batch is... Let's say it's correct over 60% of the time, then it is going to have a pretty profound effect on gameplay. Right now, you can use the Colossus as a defensive unit, meaning that when your opponent attacks, the Colossus will defend your base from its position, which mine is right next to the HQ and supported by 4 Apaches, which I think is pretty swell, considering the fact that the Apaches are pretty good for for supporting other units. Now, the thing about the Colossus on defense is that it has a lot of hit points, and those hit points can be pretty hard to take down, especially right now if you don't know that it's there. If you don't know the Colossus is there, like right now I have the stealth generator hiding him, then he is going to surprise the crap out of you and destroy your units. In fact, let's just go ahead and I'll show you guys the replay in which somebody who was my same level as me but 1 HQ level lower than me, so meaning that so long as his units have all the proper upgrades, he was probably at least competitive with my defenses. So let's go ahead and have a look. Which I can't see what level his units were, but it's usually kind of my basic attack there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, first of all, I guess the mistake is he kind of comes on in right off the bat, which to me is a mistake because you can't really do anything unless you see it happen first. And he stuns my defenses and he takes out the ion cannon, but the Colossus is already engaged, is about to engage its troops along with the Apaches, and he couldn't take down my metal rain, and so the metal rain and the Apaches and the Colossus are actually just raining havoc down on his strikers. And so he got completely wrecked. And then, of course, his reinforcements didn't do much, and the Colossus just kind of tanked and did a ton of damage to his units. But as you can see, though, the Colossus did take at least around, it looked like about 3 shots to kill 1 unit each. In fact, I'm pretty certain that's accurate. I'm going to take a look. Well, no, 7,400 hit points. That would mean the Colossus would take about 5 hits. 4 or 5 hits to kill 1 unit. So, I thought, for some reason I thought the Colossus did more damage than that. But apparently not. But like I said, the Colossus on defense, especially if you don't know it's there, like hiding it with the stealth generator, it is really, really going to act as a surprise wall in the way, and it's going to hurt things. Now, how I think this is going to affect offensive gameplay is that I think the Colossus will make tanks and rangers a lot more relevant than before, because tanks do a lot of damage on their own, and rangers are very numerous, and so therefore if you want to take down a Colossus, you would have a lot of rangers with a lot of tanks. And of course my idea behind this is that the rangers will get in front of the tanks, in which the Colossus will target the rangers, and the tanks will help take down the Colossus faster than the rangers can. But the rocket rangers, though, will do a lot of damage too. But that's just the whole thing, is that strikers are pretty ineffective against the Colossus. No real effective tactic. The other tactic, which this, the Colossus itself might actually make Apaches and drones even more relevant than they are now too. I know drones can be used a lot because people like to just use drones and then go straight for the HQ, which, I know that's a strategy, so that way you can pick up whatever resources you steal. But it might make Apaches more relevant in the fact that Apaches target, the Colossus can't target air units, and Apaches are pretty strong already, so long as your opponent doesn't have any strikers in the Alliance Reserve. So to me, like I said, that just makes it seem like to me that Apaches would be a lot more relevant, along with other air units. Or maybe later on, maybe the other Omega, later on new Omega units will get released. One of them will be an air unit that only targets ground, and and it'll help counter the Colossus in defensive battles or in offensive battles. I mean, we really don't know what Zynga has in store for all of this, but as far as it goes, that's kind of my opinion on how the Colossus is going to impact offensive gameplay. Probably around the the 15 to 20 HQ range. Otherwise, like things like Titan tanks and Rangers are probably going to be important. Otherwise, Colossus is really strong, but he's not overpowered. You just have to know how to deal with him. The biggest tough thing about him is that he is not affected by EMP. And this is a biggie. Since he is not affected by EMP or any other stun effects like stun mines and stuff like that, he's not going to be stopped, and he's still going to engage your units, and your units are not going to be able to just freely do damage to him and take him down. So in the future, there are going to have to be some kinds of anti-Colossus tactics. Otherwise, the Colossus can just act as a giant shield for your base and take your enemy's troops down, or take your troops down if you're the one attacking. But anyway, so that's my opinion, you guys. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like I said, my batch size was relatively small because I have all the all the War Factory stuff up, and so not a lot of people are going to try and attack me right now, even if they have a Colossus. So you guys, let me know what you think. I will try to get more batch results here by getting more people to attack me. But otherwise, I think if that is like fairly accurate to what would happen in a lot of real life, then the Colossus is going to be a big pain on defense, and that Zynga might have to nerf him a little bit on defense. Not on offense, but on defense he might require a little bit of a nerf. Maybe like a small HP nerf, like your Colossus on defense doesn't, or maybe the Colossus on defense doesn't have its shield. That would maybe make more sense. Don't let the Colossus on defense have its shield, or make it do less damage. I don't know. But otherwise, it is going to be a bit of a pain on defense to deal with. And that's it. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Share this video with the other friends at Empires and Allies. Let me know what you guys think. Every share helps. Every subscribe helps. I want to thank you all for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.